there, my name is Katie. Welcome to my channel. I am starting off on YouTube. This is my first video, so I figured I would do something creative to kind of start it off. And it is Halloween, so what better of an excuse than to paint your face in crazy colors and take a video of yourself doing it. This is my pop art zombie look. I was a bit iffy with the paints. The paints weren't cooperating with me too well. They were hard to build up. As you can see, it kind of faded a little bit on the chest area, but I made do with what I had, and overall I think it turned out pretty cool. I do have 2 more Halloween looks coming up this week. Halloween is next weekend and I have a lot planned. I'm so excited to share it with you. I'm even dressing up my boyfriend for Halloween, and I can't wait to do that. That's going to turn out really cool as well, so stay on the lookout for that. Those are coming soon. It is very late at night and my boyfriend is sleeping, so I'm trying to talk a bit quiet right now, so I apologize if my voice might come across as a little weird. I'm trying my hardest to whisper. Oh my god. My butt is so numb right now. Like, it's to the point where it's actually hurting, and I actually worked out my butt at the gym yesterday and that is not helping. So I really need to get off of this chair. I literally can't feel my butt cheeks. I didn't think it through too much when I painted my face mint green, and I kind of blend in with the wall behind me. But I mean, I had everything set up and I didn't really feel like relocating, so blue wall is gonna be for now. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then please continue watching. Okay, so I started off by lining my face with a brown eyeliner pencil, just outlining where I wanted to paint each color. Pretty straightforward, just to follow along. I then went in with this light green face paint from Snazaroo. I got it from Michael's, and I just started filling in, oh, little dance session. I just started filling in the areas of my face that needed to be green. I found that you had to go over it quite a few times as it was hard to build up. I did end up using a sponge to try and even that out a little bit more, and then I used a big fluffy brush to bring it down all the way on my neck. I then went in with the pink color from Snazaroo and I painted my brain with the pink color. So I just filled that all in, got right up to the hairline, and then I outlined it with the black color from the Snazaroo palette as well. I believe it was $24 from Michael's craft store if you're looking for a good paint brand. I then took an old eyeliner, an old liquid eyeliner thing that I had, and I kind of used that to trace over. Oh, boyfriend brought me dinner, interrupted my session, but that's okay, he's cute. And I used the eyeliner to make more distinct lines in the brain. I then took some white eyeshadow and kind of shaded in certain areas of the brain just to make it stand out and look more 3D-ish. And then just retracing with the black eyeliner again. I then took the purple color from the Snazaroo palette and went over my eyebrows with that. I overlined them drastically. I don't usually make my eyebrows that thick, but for the purposes of this costume, I made them very, ooh, there we go. I made them very thick. Dance session. Have you ever seen a dancing green Martian before? Now you have. And then I just started tracing over the eyebrow with the eyeliner again, and just kind of made the eyebrows more distinct. Then I filled in my nose. I gave myself a skeleton looking nose. They're pretty easy to do, and I think it gives a good effect. And just casually filling that in. And then I just painted it with a thicker brush. Then I outlined my mouth. I probably wouldn't recommend outlining the black first because it started to mix in with the pink and I didn't really think that through. So I would say wait to do this part until after you've filled in the pink gums, but it was a learning experience for me, I guess. Then I went in and filled in my teeth. You do that going all the way up to to give yourself that kind of grinning, zombie looking kind of mouth. And then I went in with the same pink color from the Snazaroo palette, and I filled in my gums. I then outlined the teeth with some more of the black face paint, and it just kind of gives them the 3D look. I was trying to keep it pop art-ish, so I didn't shade too much. I wanted it to look more 2D rather than 3D, so I just tried to do very, very basic shading. Don't eat the face paint because it tastes really bad. I then went in and had to fix up a couple teeth that I kind of ruined. I'm just shading the bottom of the mouth to give it some more definition, make it stand out a little bit more. Then I went in with the yellow shade from the Snazaroo palette and colored my teardrops. I don't know if zombies cry, but this one is gonna for the purposes of this demonstration. So I gave myself a little tear coming out of my eye. I was originally gonna do it on one eye, but then I figured, hey, I'll just do it on both eyes because it's 1 in the morning and I don't want to think of what to do on the other side. And there we go. That was my status update for you all. Progress. And then I just outline that in black again to make it pop, because we are a pop art zombie and you want the bright colors to stand out. There I am showing it off. I then go in with the Naked 2 palette again and I just shade everywhere. I shade my eyelids. I didn't do anything else to them but pack on the black eyeshadow, so that just kind of gives it the hollow look. I didn't want to use the face paint for my eyes just in case, so I went a little bit safe and I just used black eyeshadow. And then I just extended that all the way up into the curve of your eyelid. I then took this other little makeup face paint palette that I got from Party City, and I used the red color to color in my lips. I dramatically overlined my lips. Like, I mean, look at that. Like, I would never do that in real life, but once again, for the purposes of this costume, I wanted to look very pop art-ish and I wanted to look like a comic book, so I made it very dramatic. Then I just took some of the black color again and kind of made the creases of the lips, but I made those dramatic as well because that's just how you achieve the pop art look. And then I just took some white to really make the lips pop. It's a nice color contrast and that's what gives it the pop art effect. So I had to go over it a few times to get the white to really stand out. And then I traced around the mouth with black and then you're good to go for the mouth. I then just took some more of the black face paint and went to town on my face. I just kind of drew some curvature. I gave myself some nice cheekbones and shaded all over. I lined only the one eye because I want that side of my face to look more feminine than the zombie side. I then took some more of the black eyeshadow from the Naked palette and I just shaded around all the lines that I just created. And you just keep shading away. Then, final stretch, you're just going to draw a few white squares going down your neck for the collar. I think I did 4. And then you're just going to want to fill them in with the white face paint from the Snazaroo palette. There I am, almost done. And then you're going to outline it in the black from the Snazaroo palette as well, and kind of give it that look. I don't know what you would call that. I just kind of spread them out to look like it was sort of tearing through. And yep, you're going to want to look like something like that. And then I just kind of traced around what I have just drawn with a line. And then I went to town on the shading again, and I just shaded all around the lines that I just created to give it the pop art effect. Then I drew these random little things. I don't really know what I was trying to achieve with this. I think I wanted it to be like guts or something coming out, but it kind of looked like brain, and we're just gonna go with that because I really can't explain what the heck that is. But I drew the little pink things, and then I traced around them with black, drew some little squiggly lines, and called it a day. And last step is to throw on your wig. I got this cool looking pink wig from Party City, and it completed the look, and you are done with your pop art zombie. So that's it. That's the entire makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is makeupbykatiemarie, and share the video with your friends, share it with your family. Try it out on your kids if you have kids for Halloween. Try it out on yourself for Halloween. So with that, I bid you adieu, and I hope you have a fantastic Halloween, and I thank you for watching my first YouTube video. Good night.